Another pivot was we've now moved from method-focused to mission-focused. It's like the mission has become the main thing again rather than the methods. And everyone's learning from each other. And how do you do this? And how do you do this? And we have this. And we try these things. And we write books on methods. I'm not anti-methods by any means. But the method's there to serve the mission. Somehow we've been so method-focused, teaching each other how to do things, that we've missed there's a purpose to all the method. It's called a mission. Jesus left us a mission. Didn't leave us a theology. Didn't leave us a gathering. He left us a mission. All authority on earth has been given to me. Now go and make disciples. That was the mission. Somehow we got so busy with how we do church and the songs we sing, and we like this and we don't like this, and we're this kind of church. And I get it, guys. I know I'm stepping on toes. But there's a shift, a pivot back to mission. I kind of feel like in this season, we've never been this way before. We know the mission. Now we can find fresh ways, fresh strategies to reach the people who've yet to be reached. To do things differently, not for the sake of different, but for effectiveness. But someone like, we've got to get back to the same ways we did before in the 80s and the 70s. And God's like, you can do whatever. Just stick to the mission. Now we're talking mission again, and how are we going to help what's going on, the crisis. There's crisis in our nation, absolutely. But there's crisis in other nations right now. And we should, if we were truly about mission, look, how can we get in there and establish churches and plant churches to win people to Jesus, to disciple the nations, because when crisis hits, people are open to the gospel. That door's closing, and what are we going to do? Next time. Yes, the crises are coming, and we've got to get way more prophetic in being effective with the mission God's called us to. Are you with me, friends? I know that's challenging, but we've got to be challenged. I know America's got some problems, but we got nations waiting for this gospel. I'm getting distracted, and I shouldn't, but can I just give you a statistic? Here's the thing. Even in the most godless city of America, statistics show that at least within a 24-hour period, everybody in this nation, any city in this nation, would have an opportunity to hear the gospel. Within a 24-hour day, one day, someone has the opportunity if they would. Do you know that the unreached regions, every 30-something years, someone would have an opportunity to hear the gospel that we get to hear every single day. I'm not here to get us to feel bad. I'm here to say there's a mission. And Jesus said, focus on that mission. Don't get caught up in times and dates, and get caught up in the mission. Preach this gospel to all nations, and that's when the end will come, is what Jesus said. We're so caught up in vaccines and passports and this, and I get it, guys. It's real and it's there. But there's nations who've yet to hear what we get to hear every day. And we're so focused on the lost in our city, which is right. But what about unreached? They're not the same, and we've got to be as passionate about both. If we're coming back, and there's waves and crisis upon crisis, and just read Matthew 25. And Jesus taught that the things, rumors of war, wars against man, nation against nation, it's coming. That's what we're living in. But the end will come by the gospel being preached to the nations, all ethnos. Antichrist doesn't bring the end. Devil doesn't bring the end. Our government won't bring the end. Vladimir Putin does not bring the end. Jesus said, this gospel to all nations will be my testimony, and then the end will come. I don't understand it all, but I know this. We have a mission. And the church is so focused on times and dates rather than mission. But God shifted us back to mission. Jesus left us a mission. And the methods can change, must change, never been this way before, but the mission must never change. Are you there? Amazing how I'm so challenged by the book of Joshua. 4 little chapters challenge me all the time. It's probably the most challenging book in the Bible. It's one of those ones I can delete on my iPad, but God still has it there. 4 chapters that irritate me. It's probably challenged me more than ever in my ministry and my life. Those 4 chapters. Jonah. What did I say? Joshua, Jonah, whatever. Jonah. It's challenged me 4 chapters. And it's like, and I love how it says in the beginning, the word of the Lord came to Jonah, go to the city of Nineveh and preach against it. But Jonah ran away. And then for like a whole chapter and a half, Jonah's on the run. And God sends this fish and this whale, and we don't know what it is, but something was sent to bring it and then spits him out again. And then it says in chapter 3, verse 1, the word of the Lord came a second time. Same word, same call. Who changed? Jonah, not God and not the call. And God cared so much about Nineveh that he had to send someone who wasn't ready, who claimed to be his servant, who was not ready. And so he had to sort the servant out to get back to the mission. And when he went there, the whole city repented. And Jonah was still mad. That's another whole story. But do you hear what I'm saying, friends? Nothing's changed when it comes to mission. We've changed, but not the call. God's call hasn't changed. He's got us back on mission. So come back to mission. Stay there and let's get on with the mission God's given us.